Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I talk about the NWSL, women's soccer, just soccer, only soccer. In this video/podcast, I'll be discussing the CONCACAF Women's Gold Cup semifinal match between the US Women's National Team and Canada's Women's National Team. So, after an exciting and thrilling quarterfinal match against Colombia, where the US Women's National Team would walk away with a 3-0 win, the stage is now set for the U.S. to meet our rivals Canada in the CONCACAF Women's Gold Cup semifinals. Canada, up to this point, has been undefeated in the tournament so far, and not only that, they have yet to be scored on. So, yeah, the U.S. has a tough match ahead of them, but given their performance against Colombia and how well the team was able to step up to the challenge after coming off of a loss to Mexico, it is still possible for this U.S. team to come away with a win in this match. So, if the U.S. wants to be successful in this match, there needs to be a focus on maintaining control and stability in the midfield. While possession is most likely going to be split between both sides, as Canada will likely fight and challenge the U.S. for possession of the midfield, the U.S. needs to have enough control of the midfield if they want their attack to get forward. This is where players like Sam Coffey, Corbin Albert, and even Lindsey Horan need to assert themselves and make their presence more known in the midfield. Actually, I think Horan will be fine in that area. I think this is more to do with Coffey and Albert. So yeah, they need to be able to win those 1v1s and not back down from those defensive challenges in the midfield. There's also Emily Sonnet. Kilgore could add her in for more support in the midfield as well. Additionally, the midfielders need to be able to play under pressure. Likewise, there needs to be good support and drive in the attack, along with good connection and finishing in the box. Because Canada has yet to be scored on in the Women's Gold Cup, this means the U.S. is going to be needing to figure out how to break through Canada's backline in defense, and figure out how attacking players will be able to connect with those crosses, services, and touches coming into the box. The U.S. is needing to take more risk when it comes to the attack. They need to actively challenge the Canadian backline and put the defense under pressure as much as possible. This was something the U.S. was able to do in their match against Colombia, so maybe they should do that against Canada. And when it comes to the U.S. backline and defense, I thought they did well overall in the match against Colombia. This backline of Naomi Girma, Emily Fox, Jenna Neiswanger, and Tierna Davidson did well to hold off Colombia's attack. However, an area that needs to be better is defending against set pieces and corner kicks. This is a weak point for the U.S. that can be solved with better marking, awareness, and quicker clearances and recoveries. Also, responses to Canada's counterattacks and transitions need to be quick as well. The U.S. backline, much like the midfield, will face heavy pressure from Canada, and the team as a whole needs to be prepared to handle that added pressure. While this match will prove to be a difficult challenge for the U.S. Women's National Team, it's important to note that this team was able to handle Colombia's pressure as well as meet their physicality with the same level of aggression and intensity. It was refreshing to see such intensity, focus, and desire to win from this U.S. team. Hopefully, going into this match against Canada, we'll see that same drive and energy from this team. The mentality in regards to how the U.S. approaches tougher teams and challenges and building intensity and drive is something this team needs to strive for consistently. If the U.S. can approach this match against Canada like they did against Colombia, there is not only a chance for the U.S. to win it, there is hope for the future of the U.S. Women's National Team. Or I would like to think that there is hope for the future of our national team. That all being said, let's get into the lineup for this match. All right, so the lineup. We have Alyssa Nair in the goal. For defenders, Jenna Neiswanger, Naomi Girma, Tierna Davidson, and Emily Fox. In the midfield, Lindsey Horan, Corbin Albert, and Sam Coffey. For forwards, Alex Morgan, Jaden Shaw, and Trinity Rodman. And here are the substitutes. There are no changes from the last starting 11. This starting 11 did well in the match against Colombia, but it's going to be interesting to see how they'll do in this match and whether we'll see that consistency when it comes to the US's drive and attacking press. There needs to be good control and possession in the midfield if the US wants to get their attack forward. As mentioned earlier, this is where Coffee and Albert need to step up more when it comes to maintaining that control in the midfield, whether it be from winning 1v1s, recovering possession with the back line, or connecting with their teammates and helping the attack get forward. When it comes to the attack, it's going to be interesting to see how this US team goes about breaking through Canada's backline and defense. There needs to be good connection and support in the attack, as well as strong connection and finishing in the box. This is, of course, easier said than done, especially when the US attack will be going up against defenders like Kadisha Buchanan, Ashley Lawrence, Jade Rose, Vanessa Gilles, and goalkeeper Kaylin Sheridan. Especially Kaylin Sheridan. When it comes to the US backline and defense, while Neiswanger, Davidson, Germa, and Fox did well against Colombia, the biggest question now is, will this current backline be able to hold off Canada's attack? The US will be needing to defend against set pieces and corner kicks, and they need to be able to respond to Canada's counterattacks and transitions. When it comes to this match as a whole, I'm predicting there's going to be a lot of back and forth between both sides, with possession being almost split down the middle. However, the last thing the US wants is to be on the constant receiving end of Canada's attack. The US in this match needs to be aggressive and needs to play with a high level of intensity and urgency. And I think I just heard thunder. Anyway, this is going to be another tough challenge for this US team, but hopefully it's one they can overcome. That being said, let's get into the first half. All right, so the first half, we are off. Oh boy, not the puddles. 1 minute US corner kick. That's good. Struggle in the box, Canadian player down, US foul. Dude, these puddles are bad. Like, the players can barely move the ball. Shot attempt from D goes wide. 2 minutes, announcer, Germa through puddles. Don't know why I started laughing at that. Referee demonstrating to an official, asking if they want to keep playing. Discussion with the team captains. 4 minutes, play continues. So the US is trying to get it away from their box, but they can't because of the water. And it's funny because Canada can't move it either. No one can move this ball. 5 minutes, Canada attempt from D. Nair catches it. Rodman gets it in the Canada box, but can't move the ball. Cleared. 7 minutes, Albert with a clearance. Ball to the US side goes out. 8 minutes, Canada cross, headed away. Sent back in, headed away. Canada running into the US box goes out. 9 minutes, US foul, Canada ball. 10 minutes, ball in the US box, kicked away. Canada mistake, headed off. Rodman off to the races. Puddle stops the ball, defended away. 11 minutes, Rodman or shot attempt blocked. I would say the puddles are worse on Canada's side. Haran frustrated because she can't pass. 12 minutes, Morgan offsides. This is honestly getting silly. 13 minutes, long ball up for Morgan. Morgan running into the box. Morgan can't get a good touch off. Saved. Yeah, it really is the puddles. No doubt, Morgan would have been able to score from there. The same could be said with Rodman's earlier run. 14 minutes, Canada cross. Nair saves. Ball to the US side, kicked away by Nair. 16 minutes, Shaw, long ball up for Morgan, kicked away. 17 minutes, good recovery from Neiswanger, cleared. There needs to be better control in the midfield, but I'm not sure how you can do that when the pitch conditions are this awful. 19 minutes, ball in the US box, cleared. Haran, long ball up for Shaw in the Canada box. Kick back to Sheridan, stopped by a puddle. Shaw going for it. Shaw scores, US 1-0. My God, it's good and bad at the same time because if it wasn't stopped by the water, it would have gone right back to Sheridan. 22 minutes, Canada free kick, ball sent in, goes out. 23 minutes, Canada corner kick, Canada header, blocked and cleared, Good. 25 minutes, ball sent into the Canada box for Morgan, goes out. There needs to be better control in the midfield. Like, I know the conditions are terrible, but somehow Canada is able to maintain better control of the midfield than the US. Long ball to the US box, kicked away. 26 minutes, ball sent into the US box, goes out. 27 minutes, good defending by Davidson. Horan fouled, US ball. 28 minutes, Rodman cross, stopped by the Puddle. I'll tell you, bro, Puddle should get player of the match. They've been doing a lot, like just overall solid defending. 29 minutes, Coffee up to Rodman. Rodman can't keep it in. 31 minutes, long ball up to Horan. Horan running into the box, defended away, cleared. And Horan slip and slide. 32 minutes, Canada foul, US free kick. Ball sent into the Canada box, headed away. I think the US has Canada figured out to some extent. Long passes behind the back line. Those have been working for the US so far, but they need to keep more possession. 33 minutes, Canada offside, US ball. 34 minutes, Canada offsides again, US ball. 35 minutes, Coffee clears it up for Morgan, kicked away. And we can't move the ball into the Canada side. 36 minutes, ball sent into the Canada box, Sheridan collects. Shaw cross, headed away. 38 minutes, US corner kick punched away. US corner kick, Horan header, saved. Long ball up to Horan, headed away. 39 minutes, Rodman pulled down, no foul. 40th minute, Fox trying to run but can't. Canada cross blocked. 41 minutes, Canada cross headed away. Neiswanger, long ball up to Rodman, kicked away. 43 minutes, Coffee sends it up, Sheridan collects. Ball to the US side, kicked away by Fox or Davidson. Ball to the US box, kicked away. 44 minutes, long ball up to the US box, headed away. Girma clears, 2 minutes of added time. 45 minutes, Fox clears, then Shaw clears. Rodman fouled, grabbed, US ball. 46 minutes, Girma clears. 47 minutes, whistle blown, first half ends, US 1-0. Yeah, so the pitch conditions are terrible. Due to rain, there is a lot of water and puddles on the pitch. It's very hard for both the US and Canadian players to move the ball around the pitch because it would just get stopped by the water. Because both the US and Canada are struggling to play under these conditions, neither side are playing how they want to play. When it comes to the US, as mentioned earlier, they have to figure out how to get past Canada's back line in this first half. And that was to do long balls and passes behind the back line. Whether this will work in the second half, it's kind of hard to say. One thing the US is needing to do going into the second half is have better control and stability in the midfield. Canada has been able to get their attack forward despite these conditions, and it appears as though they have better movement and control in the midfield. The US needs to maintain as much control as possible. When it comes to the US backline and defense, they were holding up really well in this first half. They were reading Canada's long balls and passes, they were chasing down loose balls, and were doing well keeping up with Canada's runners. However, Neiswanger and Davidson need to defend the left wing better against Jade Rose, who's been attacking the left wing and getting past them without much challenge. Clearances have been quick from the backline as well, since the defenders have realized how risky it is to play from the back when the field is basically waterlogged, and the puddles would prevent the ball from being moved. Overall, the US and Canada are doing their best in the conditions that they were given. Yeah, so let's get into the second half. All right, so the second half, we are off. It looks like they cleared up the water as best as they could at halftime. Actually, according to the announcers, it's starting to rain again. The ref was talking to the commissioner about whether it's safe to continue playing. She's also talking to Kilgore and the captains as well. It seems like we're gonna continue playing. So US substitution, Neiswanger and Shaw out, Williams and Kruger in. I understand Shaw coming off, but I'm not sure about taking out Neiswanger just yet. 45 minutes, long ball to the US side, Kruger kicks it away. Kick back in, Nair collects. And of course, my internet cuts out midstream. 47 minutes, we're back. Ball to the US side, kicked away. Canada cross, Davidson can't clear. Davidson may have fouled in the US box. She caught Fleming's foot in the box. Like, she stepped on her foot. Penalty not given, surprisingly. Davidson got lucky there. Yeah, the US backline and defense, they have to be more careful. 50th minute, Williams cross, Horan header goes wide. What's the difference between Horan and Alex Pop? Pop at least finishes most of her headers. 51 minutes, Canada foul, US free kick. Ball sent in, kicked away, sent back in, can't reach Morgan. Williams attempt, saved. 54 minutes, ball sent into the US box, Nair collects. Williams sends it in, kicked away. Jordan Huitema, a Reign player for Canada, about to enter. And she's in. Yikes. 56 minutes, US corner kick, Horan header, collected by Canada. Rodman cross, Williams touch goes out. 58 minutes, Horan fouls, Canada ball. Rodman slip and slide. 59 minutes, long ball to the US side. Nair brings it to our box to collect. Rodman cross goes over. And the replay of Rodman sliding across the grass on her stomach. Yeah, her face as she was sliding just says, "Can you believe this shit?" Yes, it's an after dark match. What do you expect? 60th minute, Sheridan down, gang checked over by the trainers. So the US's strategy is basically just keep it away from the US side as much as possible. 61 minutes, game starts up again, Sheridan is okay. Gurma clears, ball to the Canada box, collected. 62 minutes, long ball to the US box, Nair lets it slowly roll into the US box before picking it up. 63 minutes, Rodman cross, saved, US substitution, Rodman out, Smith in. 64 minutes, Davidson clears ×2. 65 minutes, ball in the US box, Davidson kicks it away. Canada cross, Smith blocks. 66 minutes, Canada corner kick, Canada header goes wide. Canada cross, defended away, Albert clears. Canada cross headed away, Canada cross again, Nair saves. 67 minutes, Gurma clears it in the midfield. 69 minutes, Canada corner kick goes wide. Canada throw in, Gurma clears, sent in, headed away. Smith fouls, that's a weak foul. 70th minute, Canada free kick outside the box goes out. In terms of control and game management, it needs to be better. 71 minutes, ball to the US box, Davidson kicks it away. US substitution, Morgan out, Lavelle in. 72 minutes, Canada foul, US free kick, ball sent in, headed away. 73 minutes, Williams cross, Sheridan collects. Lavelle cross, headed away. Lavelle cross, defended away. 74 minutes, ball sent into the US box, Nair collects. Smith fouls, Canada ball. Ball to the US side, headed away. 75 minutes, Albert clears, and Smith clears. Ball sent into the US box goes out. 76 minutes, ball to the US side goes out. Better from Albert in the midfield. 77 minutes, Smith down, she's okay. US free kick, ball sent in. Sheridan saves, Williams collides with her. They're both okay. So yeah, there's better control in the midfield from the US. That's always good. 78 minutes, long ball to the US side. Davidson kicks it away. 79 minutes, Coffey clears. Williams just sends it up. Ball sent into the US box. Nair racing off her line to get it. Sonnet prepping to come in. 80th minute, Smith sends it in, headed off to Sheridan. 81 minutes, Albert clears it up. Canada cross, Huitema heads it in. Canada 1-1. God, we just need to defend for 10 or 9 more minutes. 82 minutes, Kruger cross, kicked away. Ball sent into the US box, Nair kicks it away. Fox down, she's okay. I had a feeling this was going to go into additional time, but a part of me hoped it wouldn't. 84 minutes, Williams or Smith brought down, no foul. US substitution, Coffey out, Sonnet in. 85 minutes, Davidson clears. 86 minutes, Kruger sends it up, goes out. Ball to the US side, Fox chases it down. 87 minutes, ball to the US side, headed away. Canada cross, kicked away. 88 minutes, Smith fouled, US free kick, defended away. Sonnet cross, headed away, Albert attempt, deflected. 89 minutes, US corner kick, headed around and cleared. US cross headed away. 6 minutes of added time. 90th minute, Canada cross headed away. 91 minutes, Canada cross again, tapped in. Eventually defended away. Fox cross, Canada, Lyon, yellow card. 92 minutes, Williams cross goes out. Horan sends it up, goes out. 93 minutes, Horan sends it in. Sheridan saves. Ball sent into the US box, Nair saves. Ball to the US box, Nair kicks it away. So the pitch is drying and there isn't much water, so I feel better saying there wasn't enough control and possession from the US in the midfield when it comes to building their attack, especially now. 95 minutes, Canada corner kick punched away by Nair. 96 minutes, ball in the US box, goes out. Then whistle blown, second half ends, US 1-1. And we're going into extra time. So the US for most of the second half was doing well when it came to defending their league on this waterlogged pitch. There was a focus on clearing the ball and just keeping it away from the US box. The back line was higher up, just clearing Canada's passes further and further up the field. As the match went on and as the field started drying up more, Canada was able to get their attack forward and would eventually score off a cross. When it comes to the US, there needs to be better control and stability in the midfield. Now, not to just defend like they were doing at the start of the second half. They need to control the midfield if they want to get their attack forward again. Right now, I'm not sure if the US will be able to do that because Canada seems stronger in that area. Now, let's get into the first round of extra time. All right, so the first round of extra time, we are off. 90th minute, ball to the US side, Girma clears. 91 minutes, ball to the US side, tackled away by Davidson. Fox fouled, US ball, Canada clears. 92 minutes, ball to the US side, Davidson or Fox heads it away. 94 minutes, Albert fouls, Canada ball. Lavelle up for Smith, Sheridan collects. Haitama down, holding her shoulder. Williams caught the top of her shoulder as she was going for the ball. Haitama coming off, but she's coming back in. That's always good to see. 96 minutes, Fox clears, headed back towards goal. Fox defends it away, Canada offsides. 98 minutes, Sonnet up for Lavelle. Lavelle flicks, Smith sneaks in from behind. Smith scores, US 2-1. Thank God. Now, can the US defend this lead? That is the biggest question we need to ask. 99 minutes, ball in the US box, Nair saves, Girma fouled, US ball. 101 minutes, that was not a Smith foul. Gilles tripped and took out her own teammates. It was kind of funny. 101 minutes, US corner kick, Horan header, goes wide. 102 minutes, Horan foul, I guess. Yeah, you guys better defend this. Canada free kick, ball sent in, Nair saves. Girma clears, 103 minutes. Fox with the slowest jog ever to take this throw in. Honestly, it looks like she's just jogging like an old lady, hips and all. 2 minutes of added time, 104 minutes, Canada foul, US ball. Ball to the Canada side, defended away. 105 minutes, ball to the US side, headed away. Great recovery by Sonnet. I just had a deja vu moment there. Yeah, that was weird. 107 minutes, Canada clears, then whistle blown, first round of extra time ends, US 2-1. All right, so this is better from the US. The US is getting their attack forward, but going into this final round of additional time, there needs to be a focus on defending and maintaining this lead. The US needs to focus on game management and control. If they can grab another goal, even better. But for now, it's going to be defending and game management. All right, so the second round of extra time, we are off. 105 minutes, Canada cross kicked away. Smith fouled, US ball. 106 minutes, ball up for Smith over to Williams. Williams tangled up. Smith and Sonnet trying to get it to the corner flag, defended away. 107 minutes, Fox making a run, offsides. 108 minutes, Canada running into the box, played up, touched out. 109 minutes, Davidson clears. Ball to the US box, Davidson kicks it away. Kruger too slow there. 110 minutes, Canada cross headed away. Canada cross played up and goes out. 111 minutes, Smith, Williams to the corner flag. Williams back to the corner flag again, goes out for a goal kick. Honestly, I kind of agree with the announcer. Like, create some chances. It's too early to just take it to the corner flag and just chill. 114 minutes, Fox clears it up to Williams, goes out. Stop going to the corner flag. 115 minutes, 116 minutes, good defending from Lavelle. Ball to the U.S. side, Canada puts it out of play. 117 minutes, Kruger clears, Canada cross, Davidson heads it away. Ball to the U.S. side, kicked away by Girma. U.S. just needs to hang in there. 118 minutes, Canada cross, ball in the U.S. box, Girma clears. And then Smith clears. Canada foul, high boot, U.S. ball. 119 minutes, we're almost there. U.S. substitution, Purse in, not sure who she's in for. Ball to the U.S. side, Davidson kicks it away. Ball to the U.S. side, sent back in, Nair saves. 1 minute of added time, ball in the U.S. box, Kruger clears. Ball sent into the U.S. box, Nair off her line, collision with Gilles. It could be a potential penalty, and they're checking it. So what they're saying is Nair may not have gotten a touch on the ball before she made contact with Gilles. We really couldn't hold on for 1 more minute. Okay, so the ref is checking VAR. Did Nair get a touch on the ball? Truthfully, it doesn't look like it at all. All right, so 123 minutes, Canada awarded a penalty kick and a yellow card for Nair. 126 minutes, Canada scores, Canada 2-2. Then whistle blown, second round of extra time ends, US 2-2. Now time for penalties. I still can't get over the fact that this team could not maintain a lead, could not maintain control or close out a game with just 1 minute left. I'm sorry, but it's just poor and frankly embarrassing. We only had like 1 minute left. All right, so let's get into the penalty shootouts. So the U.S. is going first. Smith steps up, Smith converts, U.S. 3-2. Canada is up next. Leon steps up, Nair saves. U.S. is up next. Albert steps up, Albert skies it. It's okay. She's new and I can understand her nerves in this moment. Canada is up next. Haitema steps up. Nair saves. Brilliant save, and wow, Haitema I thought would be like a surefire thing. US is up next. Nair steps up. Nair converts. US 4-2. Yeah, I'm having Buadi flashbacks. Yeah, Sarah Buadi converted a penalty kick for Lyon many years back in a Champions League final. And if you don't know who Sarah Buadi is, she is a goalkeeper, a French goalkeeper. Canada up next. Quinn steps up. Quinn converts. Canada 3-4. US up next. Horan steps up and converts. US 5-3. I trust you again. Canada next. Fleming steps up and Nair saves. And that is it. The U.S. wins 5-3 on penalties and will move on to the CONCACAF Women's Gold Cup Finals, where they'll meet Brazil. Anyway, good morning, you guys. As of filming this right now, it's 2:02 in the morning for me on the East Coast. Yeah, what a wild ride this match was. I know I said earlier that I didn't want this match to go into extra time, mainly because of World Cup knockout stage flashbacks, but the US pulled through when it came to the penalty shootout, mainly thanks to Nair making 3 penalty saves against Leon, Fleming, and Haitema. Those were amazing saves. Yeah, Nair made a mistake at the end of the second round of extra time, but pulled through in the shootout. Yeah, that was just awesome. Yeah, there are still many things the U.S. is needing to work on, like their midfield, their game management, and not blowing a lead in the final minutes. But for now, this was a good and great win for this US team. It didn't come without a fight, but the US pulled through. For now, that is all I have for you guys today or tonight, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.